Undeterred by the summer heat, thousands of citizens gather outside Parliament to protest the biggest shift in Japan's national security in decades. Prime Minister Sanai Takaichi's administration wants to revise Japan's post-war constitution. It argues that it restricts Japan's defense forces, making it out of sync with today's security environment and the risks posed by China and North Korea.
I want my grandchildren to live in peace. If everything shifts to grooming people for war, it would be horrible. I absolutely can't forgive it.
The Constitution adds brakes to the system. If the ruling party changes the Constitution the way they want, even if they take the country in a bad direction, we won't be able to stop it. I strongly reject this.
Japan is on target to hit its goal of spending 2% of its GDP on defense before the end of 2027. Until recently, the country's strategy focused almost exclusively on defending and intercepting attacks. This year, it began acquiring American-made Tomahawk missiles, giving its defense forces the ability to conduct counterstrikes deep within China and North Korea. The government has also lifted restrictions that prevented Japan from exporting weapons. Japan's national government passed a piece of legislation this year that will create what will become Japan's first centralized intelligence agency since the end of the Second World War. For a nation that's accustomed to gradual change, these sweeping national security reforms are progressing at breakneck speed. One of the main reasons Japan's government is reviewing its defense policy is the existential threat from China. Officials have repeatedly linked Russia's war against Ukraine to the Indo-Pacific region, comparing it to China's military buildup and threat to take Taiwan.
These threat perceptions are driving perhaps some of the biggest changes in Japan's defense posture since the end of the Second World War. So really important changes, and part of that change is the need to raise defense spending, but also to rethink how Japan configures its own defense posture.
For some, these changes help assure that it is liberal democracy and a system of rules-based order that governs the region. For others, these changes may steer Japan into the path of war rather than prevent it. David Caprara, TRT World, Tokyo.